Membrana nuclear, sí.
Vale.
The best thing my parents ever did for me in my education was put me in the immersion program. That's opened so many new opportunities for me. And like, even though it might not seem like that big now, trust me, it's huge.
So a dual language immersion program allows our students to build on their language skills. Many of our students come in speaking Spanish and they're able to use those skills and share with other students. Other students come in with English and they're able to share their language skills. And both sets of students and all of our students learn content through Spanish and English.
Ain't the bridge?
We follow a 50-50 model. That means students spend 50% of the time learning in Spanish and the other 50% learning in English.
¿Y cuando están muy gordas esas nubes?
I definitely wanted to give back to the community. I had a great elementary experience when I went to Key School. I started with the immersion program in kindergarten and just went on through Gunston and Wakefield, continued with the Spanish. And it's not just knowing how to speak the language, but writing it and reading it. I took some AP classes, which helped me in college. And then just coming back and teaching back at Key School. I think it's beneficial for the students to see those two different cultures and learn from it. There's so much richness in there, being able to know two languages.
The benefits of dual language education are countless, and what we really want to see is the students to be able to continue the program all the way through high school.
Now as an upperclassman, thinking about college and thinking about everything that goes into the college application process, anything that separates you from the rest of the students in your class is like super beneficial to you.
The level of the immersion kids in high school is really good. I mean, we don't have any issues with the immersion students. Actually, they are the best students we have in high school. That means that the program is working really well, and these kids are amazing.
And what's exciting to see is that our children develop competencies in math and in science and in English language arts at the very same time that they're developing vocabulary and ways of speaking with each other that they don't get to do when you're not in a dual language school. And there is tremendous research out there that shows that students who attend a dual language program actually excel academically at or above their peers in monolingual schools.
I think it's really beneficial because I speak Spanish at home, but I wouldn't get the same learning experience that I would if I hadn't been through the immersion program, because speaking at home doesn't really give you the literature that the immersion program does, and that way you really can solidify both your English and your Spanish, and they can grow up equally.
It's important to start at an early age because it is the best time for students to learn a second language. And if you start early on, you're able to maintain it and then continue on until high school.
We know that kids, they can easily learn a second language as long as they have not arrived to puberty. Like, it's much more easier.
I really liked starting in elementary school because now it feels so normal. My parents, they really liked that I know another language because it's giving me opportunities that they didn't have.
I actually really enjoyed the cultural part of the immersion program because even though you're learning the grammar, you're also learning about the people.
I'm really grateful that I can speak more than one, and I'd like to take the knowledge that I've acquired from learning English and Spanish and transposing it to learning more.
When Spanish is considered a resource in the classroom, it's considered important, it's considered valuable, and so kids also feel important that they know that language.
I would definitely recommend it. I had a teacher last year with a kid coming out of preschool, and he was trying to figure out what elementary school to send them to, and he was considering Claremont. Him and his family aren't native Spanish speakers, and that kind of worried him, but I told him that 50% of my classmates at Claremont didn't speak Spanish natively, and a lot of them at this point are just as good and fluent in Spanish as I am.
I will recommend to the community to take their children, come here to learn Spanish and English at the same time. They will learn many things. They will improve their future. They will have more opportunities in everything.
As a parent, I can't be happier of having my child in an immersion school. Not just because I speak Spanish and now he's learning in those two languages, but also because he really appreciates people from other cultures. It's wonderful that as a parent, I get to share that with my kid.
I would wholeheartedly recommend it. Honestly, I feel that being in immersion is just given me so many opportunities that I haven't even thought about until now, and I'm really grateful that my parents put me in it because now it's just second nature for me to speak Spanish, even though for some it may seem sort of crazy.
I think that it's important for everyone to understand that dual language education is open to everyone. What's amazing about Arlington is that it doesn't matter where you live. In Arlington, you have an option to attend an elementary immersion school.
The best gift you can give your child is the gift of bilingualism. Very few districts offer dual language education from the elementary level to high school. Very few. Some of these programs are only found in elementary school, so it's incredible that Arlington County is able to provide this, especially a public school district.
You should definitely do the immersion program.
So what happened to the penguins? Oh, they all took off to Florida.